The hall is full when Kale Dorn's name is called. Every seat in the bonding hall taken. 300 students, the full faculty board, the Academy's live registration feed projected on stone above the central dais. Valdris Academy holds its annual bonding ceremony on the first day of autumn, and every summoner student in the continent knows what the day means. Beast walks to you. The Affinity score logs. Your rank is set, your scholarship confirmed, future placed on a visible ledger in front of everyone who matters. Kale steps onto the dais. Dark silver hair. The good coat. The one he bought himself, not the Academy issue. He is 20 years old and has studied beast theory for 4 years straight, and he is calm. He is always calm. The beasts in the hall, 47 registered animals from the Academy's prize stable, C through S+, turn their heads toward each student in sequence, one by one as the Covenant scanner runs its sweep. It is a formality. Everyone gets something. Even the weakest student this year scored 14%. 47 heads turn away from Kale, all at once, not one by one. Every animal in the hall rotates its gaze in unison, away as if something in the air shifted. A cold beat of silence drops over 300 people. Scanner above the dais reads for 4 seconds, then it posts. Affinity, 0%. No viable bond detected. The registration board member on the left is already standing. He doesn't look at Kale when he speaks. Scholarship revoked, reclassified. Audit. Beast licensing ineligible until a registered score is achieved. He sets a paper copy on the edge of the dais and sits back down. The whole procedure takes 11 seconds. Kale picks up the paper. He reads it once. He folds it and puts it in his coat. Aldrin Voss is in the front row. He is the top-ranked summoner in the Academy's current class. His Thornwolf, a silver slus beast that has never refused a command in 3 years of registered service, sits at his feet like a piece of furniture. Aldrin doesn't say anything out loud. He just watches Kale fold the paper, and he smiles at the boy next to him, and the boy next to him laughs quietly. Lena Carr is in the third row. She and Kale have shared a study table for 2 years. She doesn't meet his eyes when he steps off the dais. By the time the ceremony ends, she has moved her seat to Aldrin's side of the hall, and when the registration update posts to the public feed, she doesn't look at it. Kale walks out into the fog. The outer forest begins where the Academy's managed grounds end. A half-kilometer of dense old growth that the institution keeps for advanced summoning drills, blocked to all students below C rank licensed. Kale is unranked. He has no license. He is technically not supposed to be here. He comes anyway. The first morning, a gray stag the size of a doorframe steps out of the tree line 30 meters ahead of him and lowers its head. He stops walking. The stag holds the bow for several seconds, then retreats into the undergrowth. System, Sovereign Beast Lord. Sovereignty token acquired. Count, 1/100. He reads the notification. He reads it again. He keeps walking. The second week, C-rank Thornboar and 2 B-rank Silver Hawks bow from a ridge as he passes below. He does not reach for them. He does not speak. He simply continues walking, the old coat open against the morning cold, and the system logs each animal in silence. Sovereignty tokens, Teen 100. The Academy Board sends a formal note in week 3. A faculty member has reported irregular beast behavior in the outer forest. S rank. Animals spotted moving without summoner escort. Kale files the note in the same coat pocket as the revocation paper. He doesn't respond. Is nothing to respond to. He is not summoning anything. He is just there. Week 6. He is sitting on a fallen log at the forest's northern edge when a pair of S-rank ironclad wolves pad out of the undergrowth and settle on either side of him, heads down, still. One of them breathes slow enough to be sleeping. An A-rank crest bear emerges from the ridge above, watches him for a long moment, then lowers its enormous head and retreats without a sound. Kales watches the fog move through the trees. The harbor lights of the nearest city are visible on clear nights from the ridge. Cold pinpoints through gray air. He has always liked the fog. It hides nothing. It simply makes you wait. He was the still one at the ceremony, too, the only one who didn't move when the scanner posted, the only one who folded the paper and walked out quietly, while 300 people stared. Stillness, it turns out, is its own kind of signal. Sovereignty tokens, 71-100. The Academy's training fields start failing in week 8. 3 licensed summoners report their bonded C-rank beasts refusing to hold formation. A D-rank hawk abandons a flight drill, mid-pattern, and lands in the outer forest instead. And when its summoner follows to retrieve it, the animal won't move. Faculty investigation concludes, unknown environmental interference. The board sends a questionnaire to all audit students. Kale fills it out and returns it by the end of the day. By week 10, the field failures have expanded. S-rank beasts, Aldrin's Thornwolf included, refuse to enter the eastern training block which borders the outer forest. Aldrin submits a complaint to the board. He uses the phrase defective academy infrastructure twice. The board logs it. Sovereignty tokens. 9800. 2 days before the Beast Crown tournament, Kale is standing at the forest edge at dusk when the Thornwolf comes. It steps out of the eastern training path alone. No summoner, no lead, no escort. It is larger than most horses. Its silver coat catches what little light there is. It crosses the 40 meters between the tree line and Kale without stopping. Then it lowers its head. Not a combat crouch, not submission to a command, but the clean bow of something that has recognized the correct authority and is simply indicating it. Sovereignty tokens. 100-100. Sovereign decree. Unlocked class designation confirmed. Sovereign Beast Lord, unranked, above Affinity. The Sovereign Kale rests his hand on the Thornwolf's head. A moment. The animal's coat is warm. Go back, he says quietly. It does. The Beast Crown tournament runs once a year. Every licensed summoner in the academy competes in a bracket format, beast versus beast. Summoner commands judged on precision, speed, and bond stability. The stands hold 800 people. The continental feed is live. It is the academy's most public day of the year, and every faculty member is present. And the registration board sits in the reserved section with fresh documentation and fresh confidence, because the registry has always reflected exactly what they decided it should reflect. Kale signs in at the audit window with his audit pass. The clerk checks it twice, checks his name against the roster, and finds nothing that technically prevents him from entering as a spectator. He walks through the main gate. Aldrin Voss's final match is scheduled for the 3rd hour. His Thornwolf has won this bracket for 2 consecutive years. When Aldrin walks it into the central arena, crowd noise goes up. 800 people who know what an S+ looks like, and know they are watching the favorite. Kale moves to the arena's open floor level, the standing section reserved for unlicensed observers. He is 50 meters from the central ring. He is not competing. He has no beast. He is just standing there, the old coat on, watching. The Thornwolf enters the ring. It takes 3 steps toward its opponent's position. Then it stops. Its head drops. The movement is unhurried, deliberate, unmistakable. The same bow Kale has seen 100 times in the outer forest, from animals that had no summoner standing anywhere near them. The Thornwolf's nose drops to the arena floor. It stays there. Aldrin says the command word. Nothing happens. He says it again, louder. The Thornwolf does not move. The animal in the opposing ring bows next. Then the 2C rank beasts in the holding pen behind the judge's table. Then the hawks on the faculty perches. Then the B-rank iron boar brought in for the opening exhibition. They go one by one and then all at once. Every bonded beast in the stadium dropping its head toward the standing section. The one still figure, in a worn dark coat who is not competing, and has no registered rank, and has not spoken a word. 800 people follow the angle. Aldrin turns around. He finds Kale standing in the observer section with his hands in his coat pockets. Watching, Aldrin's face moves through several things in quick succession. He opens his mouth, he closes it. He looks back at his Thornwolf, which has not moved from its bow, and says the command word a 3rd time, very quietly, like he is trying not to let anyone hear him fail. The Thornwolf stays down. The registration feed above the arena, the same board that posted his 0% score in this exact institution on the 1st day of autumn, updates in real time. The board members can be seen in the faculty section, bent over a panel, arguing in low voices. Then one of them stops arguing. She types something. The display changes. Registry update. Valdris Academy student. Kale Dorn. Audit reclassification pending class designation. Sovereign Beast Lord Affinity score. Unranked. Above Affinity the Sovereign note. First above classification entry in Academy record. Year 1 of the Sovereign Register. It is the entry in the above column in 400 years of Valdris Academy's history. Lena Carr is in the front row of the reserved section. Aldrin's box, the one summoner's seats, the best view in the stadium. She is watching. She is very still. Kale does not look at her. He looks at Aldrin for a moment. Aldrin, who is still facing him, who has not moved, whose legendary animal is still bowing, at the center of the arena floor in front of 800 people. There is nothing to say. The board has already posted it. The feed is already running it continent-wide. Every beast in the stadium is still down. Kale turns and walks toward the exit. The thorn wolf lifts its head when he passes through the gate. Behind him, the stadium is quiet in a way that large crowds almost never are. Not the silence of boredom. The silence of people who have just seen something they don't have a category for yet. The fog is back outside. The Academia grounds are empty. The distant harbor lights of the city blink cold and patient through the gray air. He walks into it. The registry entry stays on the continental feed for the rest of the day, and then for the rest of the week, and then permanently. Unranked above Affinity, the Sovereign, Kale Dorn, Valdris Academy, year 400. Below it, in the bracket, Aldrin Voss's name sits frozen at finalist. No result recorded. The Thornwolf refused to move.